How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am here to do a review on the Meepo Shuffle, one of the newest boards to the lineup here, the V4 of the classic version that the board started it all. It's one of those boards that has been through multiple renditions of it. So we're gonna go over the complete redesign from the ground up. The unboxing experience is really a fun one. Meepo went kind of above and beyond here with not giving you just a brown box with something inside of it or a white box with something inside of it. They went and put this really cool graphic on here that kind of is a more whimsical graffiti style, but just something different, completely different than other competitors that are out there. Inside the box you'll find your typical T-tool, your charger for the remote itself, the board, instruction manual. One of the newest renditions of this board is the ESC, which is the Ling Fok version, specifically designed for Meepo. It gives smooth and precise control over acceleration and braking, basically giving beginners the confidence to know that the board is going to do exactly what you want to do. I had a friend who hasn't stepped on a skateboard, let alone an electronic skateboard, ever in his entire life, and was able to, within 10 minutes of riding, feel confident getting in from mode 1 to mode 2 and even up to mode 3. One of my favorite features with all of the Meepo boards is the fact that there is the kick to start feature. Basically what this means is that board is on the ground, remote is turned on, and you just give it a little shove and it boots right up. This gives that ability, you don't have to bend over when it's wet outside or bend over to turn the board on every single time. You're just able to drop down, kick off, start riding. You're good to go. With the brand new hub motors at 620 watts each, giving you a 20% more torque than the version 3 board. The hub motor is giving you more power from start to end, also allowing you to climb up a much steeper hill than you have in the past. So hub motors are no longer just restricted to flat land. You're able to get on this board, get up a hill, and get going. Charge time with the supplied charger is about 3 hours to 3.5 hours in charge time. With the optional fast charger, that you can achieve the speeds from 0 to 100% in just 28 minutes on the standard version, giving you the ability to take the standard range version and take the charger with you wherever you go. So getting 8 to 11 miles of range, stopping for a quick coffee, plugging in your charger with the optional fast charger, charging up in a 5-minute, 10-minute span, and you got about probably 30%, 45% charge back on there and you're ready to go. One of the most noticeable new things that have happened with the board is that the deck has changed completely from the V3 to the V4. The V4 shape is a 8-ply Canadian maple with 1 ply of fiberglass. It is shorter than the V3 deck, but a much more stiffer deck as well too. It gives you great stability at higher speeds. An interesting shaped deck gives you a place where your toes and your heels can kind of sit in there and lock you into place there. It gives you that feeling of snowboarding, helps you with the heel-toe turning that you would find on the snowboard or on a skateboard with this kind of wingtip edge to it. I enjoy it just for the fact that it does give me a little bit of a more locked in feeling there. I do wish that the deck was a little bit longer, just for me, for being a taller guy at 6 foot. It does have a shorter wheelbase, so my legs do feel a little bit more cramped on it. But once I do get on the board and once I feel locked in, it does give me a very precise control. With the new M4S remote, it does give you a nice big readout display there and a better connection speed with the new ESC. That allows you to have better acceleration and braking control over the board overall. Another great feature that comes with the remote is that you can control your acceleration speeds, also your braking modes, while on the fly, which is unlike any other hobby wing or any other ESC that's out there. So with a touch of the button, pull back on the brake, click through, you can change your brake modes. Or while you're flying around, you're able to hit that speed mode, maybe go into speed mode 4 and just go flying up that hill. One thing I do find interesting that they did put 2 different bushing styles inside of here. It is up front a 98A and in the rears are 100As for stiffer rear bushing. Gives you more stability and control at higher speeds and reduces the speed wobbles also once you hit that 27, 28 miles per hour on this board. Pretty much out of the box I was able to hit 27 miles per hour without making any adjustments whatsoever of tightening it. I am a bigger guy, 220 pounds at 6 foot. So for me, this felt really comfortable. Was able to hop right on it, go into speed mode 3, brake mode 3, was kind of cruising around, finally got a little bit more comfortable and kind of went tucking down and was able to hit 27 miles per hour pretty easily. The trucks are their own shredder 45-degree downhill truck setup, giving you a great feeling of that carve with the stable feeling at higher speeds. One of those great features as well too is that you can ride with confidence that this board is waterproof at IPX6 waterproof. Basically what that means is that you can go through a couple puddles and not have to worry about getting it wet, damaging the internals. It does have a great seal around it to protect everything inside there. I can attest to this because I did ride around with some snow melting around here and drove through a couple puddles with no issues whatsoever. Came home, dried it off, and then charged it up and was good to go. They do advertise a top speed of 29 miles per hour. While I don't think that this board is a speed demon, it definitely has a lot more torque than my V3 did. It does give me the confidence with this board, with the heel toe edge, that I'm able to kind of ride a little bit more comfortable at higher speeds. And I do like the bushing setup where it's a little bit softer up front and a little bit firmer in the back. I was able to hit 27 miles per hour without adjusting anything, and that was with the battery fully charged. A little bit colder of a day though. So I guarantee that you can absolutely hit that 29 miles per hour top end with no issue. When it comes to range, it's one of those things that's quite subjective. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So anything from rider weight and height to road terrain to the weather conditions outside, being cold, too hot, windy, all of that affects. With my several testings, I got on average about 8.6 miles of range, which is really nice for an 11-mile range claimed board. Especially me with it being a bigger guy, I was really confident in knowing that I was able to get on this board, go 4 miles one way and 4 miles back, with it still being able to be at the 1 bar level reading out, and have confidence knowing that I'm going to be able to make it back there. If not, I can always pick up the extra speed charger there and plug in to wherever the destination I'm going, if I'm going 5 or 6 miles out, and turn around and be able to knowing that within a 28-minute window I have 100% charge back on there. Even if it's something like a 10-minute window, then I'm definitely going to have over 50% back into the board. So it's a great feature and definitely a really cool pickup. The ride feel is enjoyable. Let's leave it at that. I ride the V3 when I first got into the Meepo series and was absolutely hooked when I got on that board. It was definitely rougher with the hub motors with that board. Riding over rougher terrain or cracks or just kind of not the smoothest pavement. With this, same roads, same things near my house, I'm able to ride this road and nowhere near as uncomfortable as it was on the V3. So I definitely give it up to either the bushings that were inside there or the choice of wheels they went with. It's definitely a more comfortable ride than what they had in more previous generations. Final thoughts. Who is this board for? If you're looking for an incredible, well thought out board that's put together very well, this is the board for you. I would say this is the perfect board for beginners that are wanting to grow with the board as well. The carve feel, power, and safety from the motors, that it gives you the confidence to hop on this board within a few hours to get up to speed and get out there riding safely, knowing that you have that power and that output and the braking ability to get where you need to go safely. I would also call this a fantastic commuter or campus board, if you will. Someone that is a last mile resort, maybe they're getting off the subway or they have to park their car at the edge of campus, and able to jump on this board, ride through campus, get to class, get that last mile off the subway to get to work. Or if you're just kind of a weekend warrior that wants to go out for a few miles and run around, it's definitely one of those great boards that you're able to do that with. For price and affordability, it's absolutely fantastic with the features that you get with it over other boards that are definitely in this price range in this class. If you are interested in picking this up, I do have a link below with a code inside of it too, Drew10. If you click on the link, I do get a commission back to it, so would really greatly appreciate it. Help me grow this channel and be able to make more videos like this. Until next time, guys, I really look forward to it. I'm enjoying making these videos. I hope you guys are watching them, enjoying them as well. Please leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, share this with your friends if you want to grow the sport, and remember, always wear a helmet.